Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Summer League Battle Poker Series, Season 1 here. This is Week 2, Game number 3. I am joined here with my co-host and caster, Bad at Games. Bad, how you doing today, man?
Hello, I'm doing pretty well.
Doing good.
Played my game earlier today.
Oh. And how'd you do? For anybody that hasn't seen that yet.
So, I don't want to spoil it. That video is going to go up first, can I say?
I mean, I don't see why not.
I did win. Yes!
Yeah.
Especially...
And hold the phone, hold the phone. This is hand number 1 of
Holy
a league
cow.
game. This is not a public game. We have an all-in.
All in
Fun
already?
time.
Holy cow.
Fun times going all in with the 7 carriers. Frosticles debating what to do with his full count of 12 Void Rays.
He says oops. I don't believe him. He's
I
lying.
don't believe him either, not with the
he's
7 carriers.
He's lying. But look at these two hands. How do you fold these two other hands?
I mean...
Can you fold 16 Ravens? Frost folded the 12 Void Rays. Sylvanas really not sure what to do.
No choice but to call. She calls it.
Oh, I thought I was going to go to the
Oh,
fight.
wow.
So those mutas are not going to be fun for these Ravens. Will they stay back in there?
Well, he put the Ravens in the back, and the Phoenix are keeping them busy, so it looks like the answer is going to be yes. Oh, my goodness. Look at all those Raven shots going off. There's more than enough, it looks like.
And that's why you
One
don't go
final
all in.
shot lined up. Yep.
Even 7 carriers can lose. My man said oops and found himself out of this game.
Yep.
That is the true
GG
oops.
by Sylvanas. Picking up the easy stack in hand number 1 this game.
Adept on adept violence.
Oh, no. And now I guess we're going to settle down and play some poker.
That's the first time, by the way, that that's happened. That is the first all-in on the first hand of all of our league games.
Of league games?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's wild. I can't believe he did that. I mean, he had 7 carriers, so, I mean, YOLO, right?
I mean, that was a little bit too much YOLO. I mean, make the re-raise to like 40 and then see what happens, you know?
I agree. Yeah, 7 carriers, 12 void rays, all those hands, just none of them with all
I
in.
mean, like, yeah, the Void Rays could have gotten you, the Ravens could have gotten you, even with carriers, battle cruisers can win.
Wild. Well, moving on. He's not here anymore.
Anyway, on to the next hand.
That's what he gets for all inning.
War Within playing a few Mutalisks and Void Rays. Drunk Archon with 19 Adepts and 8 wild cards. Peachow picking up the 16 Ravens. Ooh, this is going to be a big kaboom. All those Corruptors lined up for the kill as well.
So, I have a poker question for you.
Okay.
So, there's still, including this week, so after this week, there's 4 more weeks of gameplay. How are these players going to be, like playing to try and make sure they get the most points possible? Fun Times obviously saying fun times. Gonna help myself. But, wow. I mean, very conservative from Pichu, folding the 11 Liberators.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've been seeing a little bit of tighter play across the board this week, I'd say. War Within checking with the Corruptors, Colossi and Hellbats. Frosticles picking up the Corruptors and the Tempests.
Frosticles is going to be very happy about this. Nothing to fight back.
Yep.
It's only 11 pot, but every win is nice, especially in these league games. Get a bit of breathing room.
I mean, in this kind of environment, you have to fight for every chip that you're winning.
Absolutely.
There's no easy pots. There's no easy decisions. Like you're fighting for every single chip that's on your stack.
Gotta look underneath them. No, absolutely. I especially found in my game that it was very difficult to get any sort of free money. It just it wasn't, that wasn't a thing. There was no free money. Everybody wanted a bit of something, or it was either a fold or they had something to fight back. And a lot of times people weren't willing to budge. A lot of good hands in this one. 15 Liberators, 23 Phoenix, 23
Speaking of
Queens.
not wanting to budge,
23 Queens with plus 2/2.
Re-raise. Ooh.
Sylvanas is going to call, right?
Call. She has to.
What about Frost? Frost is thinking about it with the 4 carriers. Does make the call. You know what? I like all of these hands. I mean, the 4
playable
carriers. Yeah, the 4 carriers, a bit on the, not the count you want to see, but it is playable.
But with 17 mutas with 2/2 to back it up, I'd say absolutely play it all day. I'd actually like to see Frosticles lead off with a raise of about 15 here.
Really? Okay. Well, he does 12.
12 is good.
A little bit under, but very, very close.
Sylvanas makes the call.
A lot of calls say this is going to be a fight. Another raise. He's feeling them
War
Phoenix.
within, I'm not sure about this one, buddy.
I was okay with a call, but the re-raise, and there's already enough money in the pot.
Absolutely. Here we go.
It's going to go down to this 4-way fight.
Oh, those mutas took a hard turn towards the way they did not want to go.
These Liberators are about to tear apart these Phoenix and Vikings.
Yep.
Carriers, unfortunately, just not enough count.
Yeah, needed to have a good 7 or 8 of those to be competitive here.
Look at these Queens, though, just staying in the back, healing themselves up. I don't think he lost a single one.
No.
No, they don't lose a single Queen. Queens are so good.
Well, there is a reason that we put them in S tier back when we made that tier list for the Discord.
Yes, the outdated tier list.
Yes.
Yes, we know, guys. It's outdated. There is still some use out of it, though. I mean, it's it's good for new players. It's just like a rough. This is what's okay.
Yeah.
And that's really the point of it. Players that have been playing this long, they already know themselves. 22 wild cards, my personal favorite hand. 11 Liberators
raising
as well.
with the 11 Liberators, yep.
I do like Liberators. We got some carriers again, and War Within picking up Phoenix once again. Goofman folds the Swarm Host, even in a multi-way. I wish I would have liked to call there.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a call there, especially this early in the game.
It was only 4. I mean, there's the re-raise, but I think the first call would have been okay. Sylvanas folding the 11 Liberators. I could never.
It is a pretty sizable raise. 16 into what was 34, if I'm doing the math right. So about a half-size pot bet. Plenty of drawing hands can draw against that, but you just may not feel that strong with your 11 Liberators. You may feel that you may be up against some kind of capital ships. You may be up against something like Marines that are going to get underneath you. Who knows at that point?
War Within actually probably picked up the best second card he could hope for, other than something like S tier. But the 12 Banshees, that's going to be some good ground cover to help out those Phoenix.
Unfortunately, those Phoenix are going to run into those 15 Corruptors that have medevac backup.
Never gonna die. I love the medevac in front.
Yeah.
This is going to be a little interesting. The wildcard roll, I mean, it looks alright, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No. Those Thors, they got a couple of shots in, but it didn't really do a whole lot.
These Ultras just
chilling.
They're just hanging out.
They're just chilling. What's up, guys? See you down there.
I like how the medevac was trying.
Yeah.
Medevac running away. Go help out your buddies, man.
Yeah, I don't think there is helping them anymore.
Nope. War Within losing with the Phoenix twice in a row.
Oof. Does not feel good.
No, absolutely not. So I'm gonna be honest. My predictions here. I think War Within's out next. No offense. I really want to see Goof win this.
Yeah.
My favorite is Goof. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
He makes these really random plays, but they end up being really strong when you don't expect it.
Okay.
They've definitely caught me off guard a few times. He's got the 6 carriers. And then Drew, he checked 6 carriers, I believe. Makes the call.
He just calls the 9.
I don't mind the just calling. I mean, only getting 8 Hydras as a backup.
Yeah, that's true. And you're going to run into a hand exactly like this that's just going to be able to run your carriers down.
Absolutely. The Marines getting caught in the Queens is a little unfortunate.
Yeah, I think this is one of the few instances where I would have liked to have the Marines in front, but I don't feel like it would have made a huge amount of difference this time around.
Maybe just a little. Queens are just too slow. Just can't really put anything behind them.
We still have Hydralisks alive underneath those carriers.
It's true. Yeah, that's a lot of DPS coming out of those Hydras.
One Marine still
Oh,
alive.
that was one Marine. I didn't even see it. He was right up in that Hydra's face. Didn't even see it. That's funny. Nate, the only decent hand here, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
And it's not, I mean, it's not the count you ever want to see, but the DTs are DTs. They're either countered or they're not countered. Pichu raises 3. Nate should re-raise here.
You say that about the DTs, but you run into situations with low counts, particularly like this, where, like, say one player has lurkers, and, you know, you have another ground unit and set behind your DTs, and the DTs get caught up in the splash. If you have, say, 20 of them, you're probably going to survive that. But if you're playing with only, you know, like, say, 6, like what Nate had, there's a good chance that you're going to get caught in the crossfire there.
I see your point. That's true. I've definitely seen those lurkers get very, very close to killing or just flat out killing the DTs.
No need for lurkers that time around, though, with High Templars and Ghosts.
Nope. Poor DTs.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvanas, I've actually really liked the siege tanks lately, especially in multi-ways. I think I like them more than Swarm Hosts.
Yeah, they actually carry a punch to them. They are a little bit more mobile than Swarm Hosts are, obviously. I mean, not by a whole lot, but by a little bit. Better range, better DPS, just a little bit less survivability is all.
Well, Drunk Archon raising with the half and half on the Thors and the Battlecruisers. The Sea Shanks should have been in the back. I mean, it's not going to make a difference here, but they should have been in the back.
Yeah. Those ghosts going down very quickly. Sylvanas' tanks following shortly thereafter.
Look at the transfusions on these queens just not dying. They're going to buy enough time for these Brewlords to stay alive, even taking out a Battlecruiser. Even with the 2-2, I don't think these Battlecruisers can clean this up. Especially with the Zerg also having only one.
10 seconds there.
Swinging it down. There we go.
Yep.
Got a couple dance animations going on. 16 ghosts with 3-3. Love to see it. I also love seeing the Ravagers. 3-3 is a little intimidating though.
Yeah.
I feel like everything else is pretty much a fold. I don't like Brewlords or Ultras or even Stormhosts in this stage of the game. Mind that though, we got some hands here now.
Oh boy.
Drunk Archon not really sure what to put up front.
I agree, Thor's up front, I think.
Yep. It gives those Ravagers just a little bit of a better position to fire off those vials.
Yep.
Let's see, Swarm Hosts are going to make this a little interesting though. A little bit of miss vial shots, and I honestly feel like those first vials are the most important.
No. That's a lot of Ravager. I'm just, not, sorry, not Ravager. Liberator fire.
Yeah, that was a slaughter. Ravagers could have had a shot, but just misfire on the infested Terrans. 12 Archons. I love me some Archons nowadays. I've just found them super helpful. They're just they're a really good overall rounded unit. They do damage to ground, they do damage to air, they're tanky. I mean, besides from
they
Ghost.
Run into a Ghost.
Yeah, I'm like, besides from Ghost, I knew what you were thinking. Besides from Ghost, they're gonna live most things.
Yeah.
And they give Void Rays 1/1. So it's always a good speaking of Ghost. What do you think here in a multi-way? Ghost in the back or Ghost in the front? I still think Ghost in the front.
In a multi-way, I kind of like the Ghosts in the back, especially with only 10 of them. And especially with no upgrades on the table, even though you are suited. You just want to make sure that you can get maximum effectiveness out of those Ghosts, especially compared to something like Marauders, which are kind of plain. You just want them to stay alive for as long as possible.
Well, Ghosts in the back did work.
Yeah, we're getting the maximum effect out of those Ghosts right here.
Targeting the carrier first. Yeah. Wow. I mean, speaking of the counter to Archons, there they are.
Yeah.
Game said, no, you cannot have your Archons. Goof finally gets his hand with the 22 Vikings.
Yep.
I remember the 6 carriers, but got demolished. I even like the 11 Immortals. I know you like your Immortals.
I've been off the Immortal train for a little bit.
Oh, really?
They just don't win as often as I need them to.
I agree. Yeah, so does Pichao. Also folding the Immortals, a good fold. Well, it would have beat the Vikings.
That's very true.
I don't know, 11. I think it's worth a call just to at least see the second card.
How much did he raise again? 10?
Yeah, I think it was 10. I mean, Pichao has the money. It's worth seeing if you can make a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not a terrible play. You can kind of liken it to the size of, just a min raise. If you get min raise, well, it's one more ante for one more card. Well, if you fold, you're going to have to pay one more ante anyway for one more card on the next hand. So if you have a half decent drawing hand, why not stay in for the min raise? Kind of the same concept, except it's just a little bit more expensive when they raise it by 10 instead of 5.
That's true. Drunk Archon not liking his second card with the Hellions, deciding not to re-raise again, or not to raise again. Still gonna tear apart these Phoenix, though.
Oh, yeah.
Phoenix, so just not the hand.
I respect holding off on the second bet. I've done it multiple times, gone gung-ho when I'm just, basically just playing one card in my hand, and I end up getting bit for it pretty badly. So definitely respect for the restraint for not going like, oh, but it's battle cruisers, I'm going all in.
Battle cruisers are good. I feel like there was enough money in the pot, though. Get some safety money. Again, it's just growing. Just trying to be ahead of the other guys.
Yeah.
Whoa, we got some hands here. I'm looking at 2 specifically.
Prostocles waking up with those 19 Ravens. And Pichao also with the 16 Liberators here.
Do you think Goof was going to play them High Templar? It's a decent count.
If it's only a raise to 18 or 6 like this, if it goes around, oh, well, okay.
Frost
I
says
think
no.
Goofman puts it down now.
Frost says, let's make some money.
Yeah.
Goof looks like he's thinking about it. Nope. Decides to put it down. Good fold. That's a solid fold there. I mean, he's also doing well in the money count. There's no reason to, try and risk it now.
Yeah.
Try and secure
or with him going all in.
With the 7 Broodlords, he's not going to be happy with what he sees on the field.
No, he is not.
I mean, the Banelings are going to be pointless here, but that's so awesome.
But still, we're just going to get the visual effect of the wave of green just walking like across the map.
It's so
I'm sorry,
awesome.
rolling across the map.
Decides to raise it even a little bit more against the guy who's all in. So many maintenance. Raven shot's absolutely gonna tear this apart.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, War Within, I did call it. Thought you were gonna be the next guy out. I don't think with the Broodlords, especially with 7-handed, it's not a hand worth going with.
That was Pocket Kings, chillax.
There we go. Moment of silence for the fallen Marine. I really like the Abomination kill animation. It's cool.
Yeah. They waddle over and then hook them.
Out of all the kill animations, which one do you think is the coolest?
I mean, I gotta go with the Abomination. It's the one that I still rock to this day since I've unlocked it.
Very true. Very true. I'll be honest, I still want to see them High Templar Storm. Right now, it's just a kiss of death. Ooh, nice hand from Pachow. Lurkers should definitely be in front.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Frostocles playing the 16 Widow Mines and 13 Oracles in the back.
I think it's gonna go a raise here. Oh, he checks the hand.
Oh wow.
Not even a little bit of a raise. Frost says, "All right, I'll raise a little bit." Filling them 2/2 oracles. He did mention earlier that he does love his oracles.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how they do for him. He's gonna like what he sees with this ground. It depends if Nate does call. Mutas might be torn apart by these widows.
Here we go. You get Widows underground.
Oh, they are. They are torn apart, which gives these oracles a perfect chance to just take out everything else. Oh, there's one left. Oh, I get. Oh. Pichow says, "Nate, if I'm dying, you're dying with me."
Yep.
Frost gets a nice pot. Moving up to second.
Juice that pot just a little bit. Just enough.
I'm looking at 2 hands here, the High Templar and the Broodlords. I see them 10 Cyclones. It's just not really what you want to go with at this stage in the game. Maybe a little farther down. What do you think the mindset is for these players right now? Because I definitely know in my match that, when I was getting below 100, heart started pounding, was getting a little nervous, but managed to hold through.
Your one thought is survive.
Survive,
you
absolutely.
You want to survive one more guy that goes below you on the ladder. One more person at a time.
Don't care where anyone else is, care where you are. Just
Yep.
move up. Was that a check? It was. Check.
Oh wow.
Now the guy wanted to risk a little bit more. Decent sized pot already. Not really any need. These High Templar just almost not just
money storms, but just not quite enough.
Like just one more storm might have done that.
One more storm would do it. Yeah.
Very close. How much are these on?
Just not there.
They're on 13, 14. Nate back in this game.
Oh wow.
Still at the bottom, but a lot more money to work with.
Yep.
If you're above 125, I never count anybody out. Or that's like 75, but 125 you feel good. That's what you came in with. It's like a fresh start. Frost feeling these 16 Banshees, not going to be happy when he sees the bad news. In this situation, I really like to see Shanks up front. Even though there's only 5, in a heads up, might as well get them sieged up first.
Yeah, and I mean, your win condition is the battle cruisers, so you definitely want to get them in the back so that they can come in after everything is decided on its target. Try to get a few extra shots in before they get hit themselves.
Absolutely. He's 3-3 as well, Nate's hand. That's just gonna help tear apart these Banshees even more.
Oh yeah.
Nate, back in this game. That's a nice
All it
payday.
takes is a couple of hands sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah, shooting up to first place. Nate taking charge.
There it is.
Goof getting these Vikings. Drunk Archon 13 lurkers. You do like your lurkers, yes, I do believe so.
Oh yeah.
Nate, I really like the oracles, personally. I like that he raised them. Drunk Archon folding the lurkers. That's obviously a good call from Goof there. I don't mind the call. Just, get a little bit more, see the second card. Dealt the 21 Zealots.
It's like we just talked about. It's a min raise. You're gonna have to pay a minimum bet to get a second card or get a first card on this next hand anyway. So why not go ahead and pay the same amount when you know you have a good drawing hand now?
Absolutely.
Right?
No, I definitely agree. I've actually started basing my raises a little bit more off of off the ante size. Like, I'm more with min raising now because I'll be like, okay, if this is an okay hand, I'll pay the ante to see the second card.
Yeah.
And then it's been more based off that. Goof with these 8 carriers, Sylvanas with the 22 wild cards. Hell, even Frost and Nate, they have some decent hands too.
Frosty with those 16 Cyclones contemplating what to do.
Raises by 30.
Ooh.
And normally that would be a really good raise, but there's just a lot of power in these cards.
There's a lot of power on the board right now. Sylvanas did insta-call with the 22 wildcard units. Nate's debating what to do with the lurkers at the moment.
No one liking your lurkers so far.
No.
Good fold.
I don't blame him with this amount of action going on, honestly.
Look at Frost's second card. 6 battlecruisers. He's going to be very, very happy seeing that.
Oh, yeah. Look at this 3-way action going on.
That's a decent wildcard roll.
Yep.
I see a Tempest. That's going to help.
It's okay. Sylvanas will find something to complain about.
What did Drunk Archon have again? I don't even remember. Wasn't worth it.
I don't remember.
Wasn't worth it. Good fold. Whatever it was, good fold.
Was Drunk Archon the lurkers?
No, that was Nate.
No, okay.
I don't think these battlecruisers are going to be able to clean up everything else. It's going to be a tie here.
No, we're already at the 10-second mark.
That's a decent split pot.
Yeah, not too bad.
Goof, unfortunately, falling into last place. Also getting the 19 ghosts, but it's going to be really sad to see them banelings.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvanas calls, right?
I mean, Sylvanas has to call.
And with 3-3, you can't. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Gonna be.
Okay.
Wow, with 3-3, that's wild.
I mean,
I could
maybe
never.
she has a read. Maybe she has a read.
Well, Goof, that puts him back up. Back above the starting line. Some decent hands here.
Nope.
I wish the mothership was in the back. I've learned this the hard way. Mothership needs to go in the back because you're keeping everything invisible anyway. Let the target be in the back of the group.
Yeah, but sometimes doesn't it float too far away if it's in the front or if it's in the back?
I
doesn't give
don't know.
Doesn't give cloak anymore.
I haven't seen that happen. Well, I've seen that happen with wild cards, but that's because you have all the quick units that run forward too far.
Yeah.
What the? I hit the wrong button. There we go. Did he fold the carriers? He did.
He did, yep.
Good fold though. These corruptors would have loved to see that.
Oh yeah.
Ghosts doing everything they can, sniping away.
Pew pew pew.
Swarm hosts loving the fight against the Reapers.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see.
Well, now these ghosts are all out of snipes, which gives these Storm hosts a perfect chance to close it out here. It's probably going to go down to a tie. Oh, Ghost proved me wrong. Sniping even more.
Oh, there we go. Still, time ran out. Split pot. Oh.
All right, we're in hand 21. What's your prediction here? Who are you voting for?
Just on this hand or overall?
Overall, who's winning?
Uh,
Who's getting first?
I mean, he's been playing a little tight, but I like Drunk Archon's play so far. And you gotta respect Frosticles' game. Like,
Absolutely.
he's definitely been picking his spots the right way.
Well, Sylvanas waking up with the perfect counter Ravens with 1-1.
Ooh.
Frost is gonna like his hand too. Goof raising the 22 Hydras.
Goof is gonna get some bad news very soon. There's the Sylvanas all in.
I mean, a raise and a call. I mean, and with so many people behind him, I don't mind. I don't mind the all in.
Oh no, not at all. The all in's fine.
Even revealing what the hand was. Yeah, not risking a three-way. I agree. I like the all in that position. 8 Thors gonna dominate this board.
Oh yeah, by far.
Going all in with
Gonna rip up the ultras if they play.
Mm-hmm. Well, this puts Goof in last. My pick. Oh no. You had some caster's curse before. Is it about to happen to me? I hope not. I'll be honest. I really like how Nate's been playing lately.
Yeah, he seems to have calmed down a little bit from his ultra aggression, like in the last tournament, or I believe it was in the last tournament.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that he had some pots where, particularly early on, he was making these humongous bets, and it's just like I don't know what's going on, but
only been raising the Thors. He's definitely chilled out. I like it. What do you think is going to call here? The 4 battle cruisers? Nope. Oh, insta-fold by the 15.
Nothing else. Wow. Sylvanas makes the call.
Maybe feeling the 2-2.
Maybe. Checks. Lets Nate take control.
Check.
Nate, yep, check.
And this is going to be an easy win for Nate here. I mean, these Banshees. Oh,
yeah.
If I've learned anything about Banshees, by the way, they're really good against Hydras, and I learned that from Direct Strike. Really good. I used to hate Banshees, and I still kind of do, but been throwing them in my game a little bit more lately.
Nice.
Not really any hands to speak of. Goof folding the 4 battle cruisers again. I don't like that. I mean, you have 43 gold. It's 1-1. Isn't this where you go in with it, especially?
I would say that's where you go with it. Yeah.
Well, Frost picking up the 14.
This is now the hand to go with Goof. No, he still checks it.
Well, if this is the hand, he's going to be sad to see what he sees.
Yeah.
Frost switching over to that queen. He says he loves the queen. Goof folding everything. This time it was a good fold. It ended up being the right play.
Frosty debating what to do with the DTs. Re-raises Sylvanas, who calls.
This is going to be a tie.
Yeah.
I mean, unless one of them can shove each other out of the pot.
That would be the play. Sylvanas thinking about it.
I think Sylvanas should go with it. Even though it's heads up. Yeah, raises a bit. With the call and
quick
here's
call
the tie.
by Frost. Yeah.
It says hashtag split, or the, what is it, exclamation point split. DT's just chilling out. Roaches probably feel a little bit betrayed there by the DT comrade. DT's again.
You know. Oh wow, Frosticles.
He gets so many good hands. I mean, in the first week he was getting Ravens left and right. This time it's DTs.
Yep.
Man cannot be stopped. He checks them too. Sets the trap.
Oh, wow.
I do like the check. And it worked too because no one really has a hand, so we'll see what happens here. Feeling them at 8 ghosts.
Mid raises the ghost.
I don't hate it. I don't mind it.
I kind of hate it. 8's just not enough to accomplish anything.
I mean, they're going to reveal the DTs. They're not going to kill the DTs. Oh, oh, Frost. Now, does he check?
Wow.
That's the big brain play. Does he check and set the trap? Or does he raise and go for value? He checks. He says, but the check.
Yeah,
you risk that sometimes.
Not gonna, yeah.
Well, we can see the cards.
True.
And a Drunk Archon being the initial aggressor and the raise and Frost just calling could probably feel, Drunk might try a second stab at it.
True.
It was a good attempt. It ended up failing this time, but I like to see the try.
The attempt was there.
Goof being put all in with these 4 Tempests. But Chow not far behind. But Chow, I didn't think about it till just now, but that's definitely the what is it from the Cars movie, Lightning McQueen. But Chow.
Oh. Never watched it.
He gets these 8 ultras, might make him feel a little bit better. Still not gonna like what he sees though.
No, not at all.
This is gonna be a GG Goof, unfortunately. Caster's Curse put him in 6. Yeah, the Liberators are the perfect counter to these ultras here.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. Fire from above. Can't even see it. Can only see the fire. Wow, what a good hand from Sylvanas though. 2/2 Phoenix with Liberator support. Such a good hand. Oh, zooms out. Unfortunately, Goof, the roach must go.
Boom.
I like how the dead body, it actually goes off the screen.
Yeah.
I've noticed whenever a player leaves before their kill animation, they die right here. Nate, 7 battle cruisers. How's he gonna play him? He just calls.
Oh wow.
Picking up dominant air support. Yeah, definitely gonna raise that. Drunk Archon calls. What does he have? Why? He's filling them 3/3 Zerg. These 3/3 queens.
Even that's the stretch. I don't know what Drunk Archon was thinking.
I don't
there.
think it's enough. He says wrong way BCs, but I think it was just enough. Fighting the queens, fighting the Thors. There's a lot of action going on here so far. Big ground fight.
Those queens melting away. Those stalkers not too far behind.
The queens tried. I think that was a bad call from Drunk Archon. Putting him down to 4, by the way.
Oh no.
Pachow, one of our newer players at the table, or our newest player at the table. Played alright. 5th place, that's respectable.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Doesn't even want to see it. That would have been gruesome. 5 Thors, 31 hands in, 4 players left. Drunk Archon forced to be all in with these Phoenix. Not going to be happy. See what he sees. Nate raising with the queens. More count.
Frosticles changing to the Thor avatar now.
Oh, he realizes he gives it away. Moves over to the mortal. Doesn't want to say he has Thors. Couldn't help himself. Drunk Archon picking up 6 battle cruisers. That's going to save him. But again, had he not played with the queens, he would have had more money and could have made more money right here.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. If he wouldn't have played the hand before, he could have made more money now.
Absolutely. These battlecruisers making work of the entire field.
They're all getting extra low, but extra low is not dead.
That's true. It's very, very true. Except for these four right over here. Well, nice pickup. How much does he make there? With 16?
16.
Not even a ante.
No.
Might feel a little confident with the 24 Infestor, though. It is a good count. Not so confident now, especially with the other cards on the board. Holy cow, Frost picking up more Ravens.
The Ravens once again.
Nate also having a good hand. Now, Frost knows this is a three-way. However, he has a Tempest, so that he should definitely be calling and put the Tempest in the back.
Oh, yeah. He may be putting the Ravens in the back again so that they intentionally split and get both of their shots off quickly.
Well, it ended up working. The Infestors, though. Funneling, but not shooting any of the Infestors under there, allowing these Ravens to get their shots off. Easy win for Frost here. Nice hand. Very nice hand. Void Rays are trying. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, unfortunate for them.
Well, GG Drunk Archon. 4th place. So now we're moving into... 4th place, not a bad point. But now we're into... Okay. Are you I'm sure any of these players are okay with 1st, 2nd, or 3rd because that's a decent amount of points. But how are they going to play now that it's in the final 3?
You play for the win. You stop playing just for survival. You play to build a big stack and to take chips from your opponent as actively as you can.
Sylvanas agrees, raising with these 2-2 Colossi. Nate folding the best hand. Little does he know, though. And, no one likes the battlecruisers today. Apparently 4 is just not enough. That's the third time 4 battlecruisers has been folded.
Sylvanas actually checks the Mutalisk count.
Frost, with 25 wildcards, checks them. He sets the
Oh,
trap.
wow.
He sets the trap. I do love a good trap play.
There you go. Sylvanas
raise.
steps in it.
Re-raise.
He absolutely should, I think. The question is, do you just go ahead and put Sylvanas all in? I think you do.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking 100, looked over, it's 116. He does almost the exact amount.
Almost the exact amount. That had to be an aim for bet. Sylvanas makes the call. How did the wild cards roll out?
Got 2 Thors, Tempest. Not a terrible wild card roll. Not the best, though, for 25, but obviously enough. Destroys
that'll do it.
And GG Sylvanas going out in 3rd place. Our adept who has taken a few lives this game. Frost wanting to show off the knight. Wants to use the knight animation. How is that a gun? It's a sword.
Don't question the ways of Warcraft 3 magic and StarCraft.
Oh, look at these 2 hands.
Oh, wow. This could be game right here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nate raising, Frost calling.
Oh, wow.
I don't even hate. I don't hate the Hellbats in this situation. It's a good enough.
No, not at all. That's plenty.
Yeah, heads up. That's not terrible anymore. Frost putting the Marines in the back. This is gonna be close, but I think well, I don't even know. That's a lot of Corruptors.
A lot of Corruptors. No upgrades, though.
The prismatic alignment might be too much.
I don't know. It's running out.
It is running out, but they ended with more.
Yeah, they ended with quite a few more.
However, they're not going to kill the Hellbats.
They're not going to kill the Hellbats.
No.
No, they're not going to come even close.
4 just not enough. They're trying. They're doing decent damage. Almost perfect count of Void Rays versus almost perfect count of Corruptors. That's a cool fight to see.
Ooh.
Nate getting the Hellbats once again.
Rostacles checking the Hydralisk.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's got to switch those really quick. Good fold from Nate. 12 siege tanks. I like it. Nate's gonna fold, yep.
Yep.
And heads up, it's either one player has, you know, the dominant hand, or they both have really good hands. Or they both could bluff each other. But I don't think that would go down to an actual fight.
You'd be surprised some of the hands that I've seen people forced to end up playing because they missed a bet. Or because they bet too much, for example, and then left themselves with only a few chips back, and then they realize it when I've pushed them all in.
Broodlord's coming in clutch. Ghost just not enough. Well, Frost has a commanding lead in this so far.
About 3-1 in chip lead.
Frost should fold. It's 5 Hellbats, yeah.
Yeah. Not the time to make a play. Now you could make a play.
They both go check. Ooh, folded.
Good bet.
Yeah,
good bet.
I like it.
Oh, Frosty.
Watch him call.
Frosty.
He's just gonna call. Call or put them all in. I could see either way. I think he's messing with the tab.
He's a raise, yeah.
I think
he's waiting this long. He's raising.
Making his opponent sweat a little bit. Yeah, Nate getting the 22.
I mean, it's all in here, yeah.
You kind of have to. You get dealt that. You're like,
all
right.
Yeah.
I mean, the mutas are 1-1. I really think the carriers are going to be too much.
I think so as well.
Yeah. That is a GG Nate. I feel like he played this game very well. Obviously, Frost played it very well as well. He got just all the hands. All of the hands that he ever could ask for.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes in a poker tournament, the best players are the ones that just get the hands at the right times and know how to bet them correctly.
It's very true. Goof pointing out that's 2 wins for Frost. That puts him at 20 points. That's nice. That's scary. That's very scary. 20 points for someone that good.
Oh yeah, for somebody this early in the league, second week, 20 points, perfect score already. That's going to be hard to beat going forward.
So before we end this, I have one question for you. This is the end of week 2. Moving on to week 3, how should players be looking at these replays and changing their play style to do better?
I think for some of these newer players that we've seen enter the game, they need to spend more time on their own hand reading ability. They need to figure out what hands are effective and what hands they need to junk. For the players that have gotten past that, they need to start paying more attention to when their opponents get aggressive. Do they start getting aggressive when they have 10 bets left, 7 bets left, 5 bets left? Use that to their advantage going forward when everybody starts getting short stacked, because you can see already these players are not giving up any chips early. These games are going on longer and longer, so it's going to be a fight for these chips at the very end. So the more information you can go in with when your opponent decides to pull the trigger on average, the better off you're going to be.
That's very true. Like you pointed out, the games are longer. Stamina is going to be tested. Minds are going to be played. Well,
all right.
Nice having everyone here.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in once again. This has been Bati and Bata Games. We will catch you guys next week. Appreciate you tuning in.